Eddie Glaude was asked a few questions about what do we do here? Where do we go from here? And what Eddie Glaude said was pretty right. We have to take care of this ourselves, whatever position we take, whether whether Biden stays on the ticket or not, whatever the case may be, we are on our own to save the country from the felon, Donald Trump. I want you to listen to what Eddie Glaude had to say, and then we'll take it on the other side.
In a presidential debate at a time in our country and our world where the stakes are tremendous. And this is where we are for a lot of people who we know the poll show they don't love either guy. But put this into some perspective for us and how we as a nation can look at this and say, how do we move forward?
See, that's the question. I was watching the debate in a room full of people here at Aspen, and as that exchange happened, Chris, there was this loud scream, no, stop it. Don't go down this road. And then I imagined young millennials and Gen Zers and Gen Yers watching that exchange and thinking we must be crazy. And then I drew this conclusion. Joe Biden isn't going anywhere, no matter how bad or horribly he performed last night. Gretchen Whitmer or Gavin Newsom or whomever's not going to ride in on a white horse and save our democracy. At the end of the day, we're going to have to take responsibility for this thing. We have to stop outsourcing the future of our country, the future of our democracy, Chris, to politicians. We're going to have to take responsibility. And we have to understand that the choice may be between an old, quote unquote, feeble man and a convicted felon, a crook, a fascist. And we have to understand that, and we have to do all the work that's possible, all the work that is available to us to keep him out of office. And that is our responsibility. So we could talk about how Joe Biden failed horribly last night. We could talk about how feeble he looked, how his mouth was agape. All that's true. But at the end of the day, it is our responsibility at the voting booth to save this country. And we have to do it no matter what.
And that is true. That is true. If Biden stays on the ticket, which it seems like the most likely thing that's going to happen, then it's incumbent on us to do our utmost best to get this guy back into office. My problem is there are simply a lot of people that won't go ahead and vote for the guy after they saw what they saw in the debate. And for that great performance that he had in North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina, the question is, which Biden shows up? Which Bidens do you see? It is an issue, folks. And if we keep our heads in the sand, that will be a problem, and it will come back to bite us.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.